The PURC is spearheading a planned project to construct 500 boreholes in some selected communities across the country. It is going for 60,000 cities, summing up to 30 million cities. In furtherance to this, the Public Procurement Authority has given the PURC the green light to undertake this project on sole sourcing basis. However, the MPP has also accused the PURC of inflating the cost of the project, all to enable the Mahama-led administration to siphon public funds for campaign activities. But what do you make of this development? This is Daily Rant. Let's keep talking. Is the figure not outrageous?
To just hear that a borehole costs 60,000 cedis will sound outrageous in the ears of many Ghanaians. I mean, people don't actually have knowledge about what goes on in drilling of a borehole. But have we spoken to the technical people? I have had the opportunity to speak to some technical people, and they tell you a borehole can cost as much as 100,000 cedis, depending on how you want to build it and the kind of things you want to put into it. So what kind of borehole are they actually putting up now? If you've heard the spokesperson for the PURC, she's come out to justify the cost by saying that it's not the normal borehole that you see around. This borehole has an electrical system that can power it. People wouldn't have to go and then use their manpower to get the water out of the borehole like it's normally done. This is a borehole that is very sophisticated and therefore has to go for that price. So we would have to actually understand why the borehole costs that amount.
They're drilling one borehole for 60,000 cedis as an attempted naked robbery by this government that surpasses every heist in history. You get it? Because, I mean, you go online and at least you can even tender, people will bring in, or you can outsource, you can kind of outsource, people will tender, and you kind of know what they are bringing on board. Because one borehole 60,000, what kind of borehole is that? I don't know. Excuse me to say, is it being constructed on Mountain Afajatu or on the Clapping Ranges? You get it? Because this is not the first time we're having a borehole in Ghana, yes, because some NGOs do come here, go to some selected communities, provide them with boreholes that provides the whole community at a much lesser cost. Honestly, when you go online, for instance, Meaningful Life International, they can construct a borehole that will go through all the normal stages and processes, that's the pre-field investigation, through to the borehole campaign, the water quality analysis, hand pump supply, post-drilling, and they'll even train you on how to even maintain it. Plus adding an electric pump to it, and it's even less than 20,000. Constructing a borehole can cost so much, fine, but should we spend that much on a borehole? Is that kind of, I don't know, is it River Jordan are going to give the people in that community? No, hell no. Honestly, the money is too outrageous, and to me, it doesn't really go down well with me.
I spoke to a water and sanitation expert, and according to him, the PURC is not mandated to execute this project. They have to supervise this. So why is PURC doing this project?
The national security, for instance, go about drilling boreholes and dams and all of that. We wouldn't say that if the Ghana Armed Forces today is drilling boreholes for deprived communities, we'll say it's not their mandate. No, that is not the case. Let's see the benefits of what they are doing and whether it will be it is laudable or not. I think that if we are going to just sit back and throw tantrums and then equate the borehole to River Jordan and all of that, we won't be making any meaningful discussion. Let us go. Talking to water and sanitation experts, it's not enough. I mean, I would be happy if you have told me that you've spoken to people who drill boreholes and then you've gotten to...
And there's somebody who's been in the business for quite a long time now. So when he says this, I know he exactly knows what he's saying.
No, he's telling you that it is not their mandate. He's not saying that the money is outrageous. He is saying that...
But he also came out to give out the market price that is 18,000 for a borehole, market price.
Well, some do cost less, some boreholes even do cost less than 1,000, some less than 2,000. So why go in for as much as 60,000 for just one hole for a community?
We have scale of preference, so why 60,000?
Very good. That is where I think the argument should be now. That is what me and you need to find out. Why 60,000? And the PURC has come out to say that this is a sophisticated borehole. It is a borehole that can actually, serve the whole community. That
borehole serving the whole community already, and it didn't cost even that much. You get it? We have more sophisticated boreholes we are using. Some are even in commercial quantities. You get it? They are supplying households. They are selling, and a whole. I mean, even they even didn't take up to 60,000 to even go into.
That would be very speculative. That would be very speculative. like I was saying, that in 2015, Dr. Baumia has actually constructed a borehole for the Wale Wale District Hospital at the price of 50,000. What kind of borehole was that? You understand? When you find out what borehole it is, I mean, we can all go on the market and you can decide to buy a Toyota, I can decide to buy a BMW, because that is my preference. It may cost more, but you will say, is it not the same car? You know, that is not the issue. Let us find out even which communities are going to benefit from this project. Yeah. How is their surrounding like? Is it easy to get water? What kind of input will come into building that borehole? Is it a borehole that is going to lay pipes to houses? You know, I mean, we can construct a borehole and then it will serve a multi-purpose than what normal boreholes serve.
Well, you think this is going to be something different, an extraordinary thing?
Exactly, it is a model project. Like I heard Nanaya Jantwa explaining that this is going to be a sophisticated project, and it is even a pilot project.
You see, the question: how sophisticated is it going to be?
Yes, let it come out first. Ask for the blueprint. Ask for how it's going to be, the specifications. If you get to know those specifications, then we can have this argument.
Why we have to jump into conclusion is because this government cannot be trusted with such projects. We all know the background and the history of. But
it has been politicized anyway. It has.
But this is really, really unfortunate. I believe that we can have this discussion without blaming government, because PURC, though it's under the government, was set up by the act. You understand? And it is not a government appointed job. People who work in PURC will still work there if the different government, when there is a change of government. So to say that you don't trust this government means that you don't trust every institution. And it is about that time that we move from the stage where no, we don't trust any institution in the country. If we don't trust any institution in the country, then we must as well bring aliens from Mars.
If you don't make yourself to be trusted, you see, you don't give people the you don't make yourself credible enough to be trusted. Why should people trust you at the first place?
But you think Sir John has a case here? He's saying that the price has been inflated, the cost has been inflated.
Yes, I don't know if we can ask Sir John if Baumia's project in Wale Wale was inflated, if he can give us better particulars about that. But I mean, that is not enough. To say that one person have sat down in his bedroom and concluded that it was inflated is not enough. You and I have to go beyond that and find out if it was really inflated. How would we find out? Let's find out what kind of project they are doing. The cost is 60,000. What would the 60,000 go into? Then we can actually conclude from where I sit and what I can calculate. I don't think 60,000 is inflated at all, and I don't think that this has anything to do with the NDC government, because the NDC government, being in power or not, the PURC will still function, and they may still go on with this project.
You shouldn't forget that those in control of affairs at PURC, that's the bosses over there, are subjected to be changed by any government at any time. For instance, the VNRA, the Cocoa Board. I mean, we are in Ghana here, we know that government has an influence in public institutions, and board members, the chief executives, they can be changed, they can be changed at any given time at all when the table just changes.
The Public Procurement Authority has given the PURC the green light to execute this project, but on sole sourcing basis.
Well, I have had time to question why some projects are given on sole source basis. You know, I've seen people talk about it a lot of times, and it's come up in so many projects, including the smartest deal, which became a scandal, and all of that. But I have also tend to respect the wisdom in why some projects are given on sole sourcing. Like Nana, I'm not justifying.
Don't you think that's why people are questioning the credibility?
I'm not questioning this particular sole sourcing project because of the explanation that Nanaya gave. That
so you're convinced?
I am convinced, because I am tempted to convince all state institutions, if I can prove that and then not find any, you know, hidden things in their cupboard, the project they are undertaking.